Hello friends and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am KK, your career coach, and this is part 2 of 10 skills which can change your life. And the sixth skill I'll be talking about is self-confidence. The ability or the belief in yourself to accomplish any task, no matter the odds, no matter the difficulties, no matter the adversaries. The belief you can accomplish it is self-confidence. Many of you must be thinking, I don't have it, I'm too shy, I can't do it. But I use the word skill because it can be trained. And I will share a couple of ways which can help you build your self-confidence. The easiest way to build confidence is practice. Honestly speaking, while making this video, I had to do a lot of practice. Not just video, even before I started my YouTube channel, I used to speak in front of camera. And trust me friends, in the starting, I was really shaking. When I was talking to camera, I was not able to speak out my mind. But one thing I did is I kept on practicing again and again. And I'm sure now you're watching this video, you can feel that I am not nervous. I am feeling very comfortable. I feel very positive, very confident. And next important thing is to take care to stop self-negative talk and start positive affirmation. When we do self-negative talk to ourselves, it lowers down our confidence. Instead, we should do a positive affirmation. We all remember a boxing champion, Muhammad Ali. Before his every match, during his practices, he used to do a positive affirmation. He used to tell himself that I'm a winner, I'm a champion, I'm a winner, I'm a champion. And this used to boost up his confidence. And we all know the result of it. Today he is known as one of the greatest boxing champion. The next skill I'm talking about is skill of not complaining. Complaining is something we all are guilty of doing. We complain about weather. It's too hot, it's too cold. We complain about traffic. We complain about friends. We complain about family members. Literally, we complain about anything and everything. Complaining about problem or situation only make it stay present. So do something about it. Your life is 10% what happened to you and 90% what you do about it. A study from Stanford University shows that complaining causes hippocampus, which plays a vital role problem solving and other cognitive function to shrink. So we have to ignore as much we can complaining about small or big things. The next skill I'm talking about is a skill of staying in present. A well-known speaker, Mel Robbins, said, if you're staying in past, you're going to be depressed because you're reliving things that happened to you that are not going to happen again. And if you're living in future, you're going to be anxious because you are anticipating what is coming or you're wishing for things that aren't happening yet. Being in the present is where you will feel most fulfilled. Being in the present moment is where you will have the greatest control, where you will feel the most at ease, and where you will find all the happiness. There is a super connection between happiness and the ability to live in the present moment. A lot of people believe that happiness is tied to the things that happen to you. That's not true. In fact, there is a professor of positive psychology. He teaches at the University of Pennsylvania. His name is Martin Seligman, and he has studied happiness for decades. And one of the things that this professor has discovered is that it doesn't matter what has happened to you. In fact, some of the people that have had the worst thing happen to them are the most happiest people, the most grateful people in the world. Happiness comes down to this, right up here, your mind. It comes down to what you think. Your 100% control of what you are thinking. You may not control what you feel, but you can control what you think, and that, my friend, will change how you are feeling. Being present is literally nothing more than the skill of having your thoughts be in this moment, not in past, not in future, but right here. The way that you teach yourself how to do that is the moment you will start living in the present. The next skill I'll be talking about is skill of being consistent. If there is one skill that sets you apart in today's world is to be consistent. Train yourself to be consistent and you will achieve tremendous value and meaning in your life. This is a very common story. People take gym membership, they pledge to wake up early morning. Initially, for first week, they get up early morning, they go to gym, but then their motivation wears off. They start snoozing their alarm. They start skipping the gym. They stop being consistent. As a result, anything which goes to gym is their money. Every year, people make new resolutions. Do they follow them? Most don't. And why? The simple reason is because they lack consistency. The only thing they are consistent at is starting and stopping. To be consistent, you have to replicate positive behavior day after day until it defines you. It's a lot like building habit. And I would like to share my own experience how me and my wife became consistent at waking up at 5 every morning. We followed 21 days habit theory of Dr. Maxwell Maltz. It is to be believed that habits are formed by completing a task for 21 days in a row. And we, no matter what, woke up at 5 every morning as a part of 21 days challenge we took. And by the end of 21 days, our biological clock was set. And today, we don't even need an alarm clock to wake up at 5 in the morning. And the 10th skill I'm going to be talking about is a skill of keeping calm. Knowing how to remain calm through the most difficult situation is a great skill to have in all the areas of life, both as professional in the real world and as a family member and friend. What happens when something goes wrong at work? Do you panic, hide in break room and wait until it's all over? Or do you remain calm, figure out the best way to handle the situation and make the most of the circumstances? In both our professional and personal life, knowing how to keep calm is very essential. So, learning how to keep calm when you are frustrated or stressed is a worthwhile skill. It's almost impossible to keep calm when we always have our mind stuck in future. What if my boss doesn't like my presentation? What if I don't fit in the company culture? What if my family doesn't approve of my this decision? This mindset is the best way to ensure you will never be calm again. Approaching every situation asking what if question will only make everything much more difficult to handle calmly. Avoid asking these kind of questions when trying to solve a problem at work or in your personal life. Instead of focusing what could be, try to force your mind to remain positive, which will in turn help you remain calm. As tough as it may seem at times, staying positive through the ups and downs of your life is a great way to learn how to keep calm. You can practice remaining calm by shifting the way you think about different situations. Thinking positively helps reframe your perspective and makes even the most stressful situation seem much more manageable. And at last, you should try unplugging yourself from your daily routine. And one of the best way to remain calm is by practicing meditation. Thank you so much for watching 10 skills which can change your life. Please like, share, subscribe and comment your feedback so that I can improve. Also, if you want me to cover any particular training, please do share with me. Thank you so much for your time. Bye. Take care.